Hey there guys, aarava here, bringing you coverage of FormulaPlaystation, a league run by myself. Today we're here with round 5 at Korea. It's a 28 lap race and 18 turn circuit. It's a circuit that not many people like, and in fact that I detest. And the tyre options available are the super soft, softs, intermediate and wet. And I have a feeling we're going to be using all 4 again, as it's forecast for a rain race. So, Korea, it's going to be tricky. Let's get into the qualifying. So qualifying shaped up like this. We've got Mini Cheddies and his Force India on pole with a 137.501. Hyperdix in second place. Myself in third. Neek, my teammate, in fourth. Cal HD1 in fifth. Boss in sixth. Owen in seventh. Ricky Muse in eighth. 9th, JYY Mickey Motions in 10th. Chaz didn't set a time in 11th. And Anton Beast HD DNF/disconnected in 12th place. He did connect back for the race, and we've got 4 did not start. Very close at the top there, only 0.02 of a second between Mini Cheddies and Hyperdix. And myself, I'm pretty pleased with third place, and my teammate was able to get in fourth. It's very close there between 4th, 5th and 6th place. So it's been a close qualifying. Will it be a close race? Only time will tell. Let's get into the race of round 5. So here we are, round 5 at Korea for FormulaPlaystation, and there's 60% chance of rain here in the race, so it's going to be very interesting indeed, to say the least. So we've got Mini Cheddies on pole on prime tyres, the same as with Hyperdix in second place, so they've done well to qualify so high up on prime tyres, and that will stand them in good stead for the race. And here in third place, we've got views from myself, Cal HD1 and Boss 1996. So we're going to 5 red lights, and we are off here for round 5 of FormulaPlaystation. So I'm going to use a bit of curves, going to kind of try and attack Hyperdix. It's not going to work. I'm going to go a bit wide here into the corner as Hyperdix squeezes me out. Cal just going to filter in behind, and the 2 Ferrari teammates we touch. I'm going to go wide. I'm going to lose momentum. Cal is going to use that to his advantage, and he's going to get ahead of me, as I just have less momentum off that corner. But into the braking zone, the hairpin, I know I can try and maybe make a place up, and I'm going to brake late. I'm going to dive down the inside of Cal, and looks like everyone's locking up. Hyperdix really lost out there, as he's locked up and lost one place to Neek, and Neek's on the back of Mini Cheddies, and I'm going to use some curves. I'm going to gain on Cal. Cal can't gain on Hyperdix. I'm going to try going down the inside of this corner. Cal seeing a bit of lag there from Hyperdix, not on my screen there was. So now we're going to filter through. I'm in 4th place, Cal's in 5th, Hyperdix is in 3rd. Cal's going to look down the outside of myself, but it's not going to work. So we're going to filter through here on lap 1. It's really close. The top 5 are really close together. And we're going to look at the replay, and Boss has been spun round at the hairpin. Looks like a bit of a racing incident, as there were about, well, that was about 5 cars abreast into the hairpin, so that was never going to be a good thing. So Boss gets up in 7th place there on lap 1, but he's been spun round. Racing incident there. So Cal's still looking down the inside of that corner on sector 3. Boss is coming through. He's going to try and overtake Ricky Muse. There's been a bit of lag there, bit of a lag shunt there, and wow, Boss has got a BS penalty, so that will definitely be removed after the race, as that was just a BS penalty right there. So no harm done there. That's just going to be removed. So on lap 2, down the inside, Cal really makes a hash of the brakes there. Just about misses me at the time. I didn't even know that happened, so thank you for him for avoiding me. So I'm going to use some curves. Looks like Hyperdix is going to overtake Neek, my teammate, down the inside to the hairpin corner. And we're all going purple here, obviously, on lap 2. And I'm getting really close to my teammate now. And Cal is filtering right behind me, only 8/10 behind. So we're all really close, us 4. And as we're fighting, Mini Cheddies is just getting ahead and ahead. And you'll see by the end he gets quite a lead indeed. So now we're coming through. I've locked up majorly. Cal's going to swoop by and get 4th place here. And that Lotus looking very nice down into the hairpin. Good on the brake. So we've got DRS, myself and Cal on Hyperdix. He's a sitting duck. Hyperdix trying to squeeze Cal out on the hairpin. He locks up badly. Cal locks up. I take the best corner through out of the 3 of them. I'm going to use all the curves I've got. I'm going to overtake Hyperdix. Now I'm on the back of Cal. And I'm going to duck to the inside. I'm going to try and make a move down the inside there. Cal's going to stick to the outside wide line, but he's going to get better traction off the corner. I've got the corner right now, but Cal gets some great momentum. He goes down the inside. He gets 3rd place back off me. So some good clean racing there from the pair of us. So We're still on lap 4 and we're all really close here. Nick is chasing down Mini Cheddar's up ahead, about maybe 3 seconds ahead. So it's all really close knit right now here at Korea. And Hyperix trying to look down the outside there, and now coming through to the end of lap 4. And I'm going to go over the bump really awkwardly. I'm going to lose the rear, and then I hit the barrier, going to lose the rear again, and I crash into Hyperix. And apologies to him, I couldn't do much about it, but Hyperix hasn't really lost too much apart from momentum, and he gets the place back after from Boss anyway. So Cal pits on lap 6. Very early indeed for the option tyre, 2.9 pit stop, so very good pit stop for him, but very early indeed for a pit stop. Boss pits on lap 9, which is usually the kind of standard pit stop the game gives you. So, and I decided to ignore that, and I thought I could maybe stretch out the pit stops, but on lap 10, Cal already catches up to me on lap 10. I'm on the same set of options, and Cal just gets much better traction off the corner, and he's able to overtake me on the pit straight. But I'm thinking, no, I'm going to try at least defend this position. So I'm going to brake late on the inside, going to try and defend my position. But Cal just has so much better traction off the corner, and he just storms past me on lap 11. And I'm thinking, I've got to pit now. I've got to pit. The strategy is not working at all. So I'm pitting lap 12 here for another set of option tyres. As if it's going to rain later on in the race, there's no point in using the prime tyres. Might as well use the options. Up ahead, Mini Cheddars and Hyperix have the prime tyres on, so they can keep on going until it starts raining pretty much. So Boss setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So on lap 16, Cal is in second place. He's going very nicely, but no, he loses it. He loses it. Cal has lost it. And he's going to get down to third, down to fourth place here as he leaves room for Boss. Very good to see there. He's leaving room for people, but he's lost it. He's down to fourth place. I didn't even know this happened, so Cal is down to fourth place here in Korea, lap 16. So lap 16, I make a pit stop for the intermediates. It's just starting to drizzle, but I think I can probably undercut someone by pitting this early. So hopefully I can undercut someone. It will be a bit bad at the beginning of the lap, but hopefully I should be able to undercut someone as it starts drizzling even more on lap 18. Boss makes his pit stop lap 18 for the Inters, 1 lap later than me, and Cal will do the same. It's a 3-second pit stop, so not too great. And so here's Cal making his pit stop, some really worn option tyres there. So he makes his pit stop on lap 18. I've already made mine 1 lap earlier, so can I undercut someone? Let's see. I'm coming down into the first corner, and yes, I can undercut my teammate who's in 7th place now. I'm in 6th place, so I've made 1 place undercutting, pitting a lap earlier, so my tyres are nice and green now, so I can try and chase down Owen, who's in 6th place, and he's not too far away. On lap 19 now, it's getting really heavy rain right now. It's getting towards heavy rain and the wet tyres, the blue sidewall. So now we're going to try and lap Ricky Muse here in the McLaren, and right now locking up into that first corner. So it's time for the wet side, flick it into the wet tyre option for the pit stop. And Boss on lap 20, he's coming through the last sector. The last sector really wet. I think this is the sector where it started raining in the race, so he's lost it, so he's going to have to reverse. He's not going to lose a place. As you can see on the mini-map, that's Cal coming down on the left on the mini-map, but Boss is not going to lose a place, so he's still in 3rd place. He makes the pit stop on lap 21 for the blue sidewall wet tyres with the biggest tread, and so he can carry on in 3rd place. No harm done there by the spin. So Hyperix and Mini Cheddars at this point are way out in 2nd and 1st. Mini Cheddars really out in 1st by about 40 seconds, I think it was. At least by the end it was. And so Cal makes his pit stop on the same lap, and he's just there in front of, behind Boss there, and he's going to make the pit stop for wet set. And myself, I'm right there as well. We're going to see a little clip of myself losing it on lap 20 just about now, and I'm just losing it a tiny bit into sector 2. But by the time I got to the pit stop, I actually gained quite a lot on Cal. I think Cal went very slowly in sector 3, and I was able to close the gap to 7 seconds. But in the wet, it was no use. I just didn't have any pace on the wet. And even coming out of the pit stops, my teammate is able to undercut me, as it seems he's pit up 1 lap earlier. So Neek's going to come through for 7th place, but I'm going to make a charge. I'm going to use a bit of curves. I'm going to chase down Neek in 6th place. Looks like Owen there is going really slowly. Maybe he's lost it a tiny bit. So Neek is going to make a move on Owen into 5th place here, going really aggressively on the outside to the inside of the hairpin corner. And I'm thinking maybe I can try and take 2 of these places. So we're going down to the hairpin. We're going to go down. We're going to go the inside of Owen. We're going to squeeze him out. We're going to go wide ourselves. Everyone goes wide. All 3 of us go wide. Very unfortunate we weren't used to the conditions of the wet tyre. So now we're chasing down Neek, and we're in 6th place. He's in 5th. It would be nice to get 5th place and get consistent points as we've been doing so far. So on lap 21, Nick goes wide, and I'm going to get ahead of him. I'm in 5th place now. Cal is in 4th. He's only maybe 8 seconds down the road. But on lap 28, we've cut all the way, and Owen is spun out, and I'm not able to catch Cal. As you can see, we're on lap 28, and Cal is going to come through in 4th place. Mini Cheddars wins the race. Congratulations to him. Hyperdex in 2nd, and so Cal come through for 4th. I come through for 5th. So, here are the race results. Mini Cheddars wins the race in his Force India, and look at that, 46-second gap. So that's a very dominating race win for him. Hyperdex in 2nd place, Boss in 3rd. He gets his penalty removed. He was in 4th after the race, but his penalty got removed. So he's in 3rd, Cal in 4th, myself in 5th, Owen in 6th, Neek in 7th, Ricky Muse in 8th, good to see. Nicky Motions in 9th, JYY in 10th, Chaz DNF'd in 11th, and Anton the Beast HD did join the race, but he disconnected at the beginning, so he's in 12th place, and the rest of them did not start. So it's a very good race win for Mini Cheddars, 25 points in the bag, and that's going to help him in the championship. Hyperdex doing well in 2nd, considering he was losing it quite a lot in the hairpin at the beginning of the race. Boss in 3rd place, another good podium for him, which will help him catch up on myself. Cal gets in 4th place, so ahead of me, so that's good to see. And Tom 975 was not in the race, so Cal is going to gain on him in the championship. Owen does well in the McLaren, as the Marussia of Little Paul is not there, so Owen can overtake him in the championship, I think so. Neek gets some good points for Ferrari. Ricky Muse doing a really great job in McLaren, picking up those points, those vital points at the back. Getting 4 points in the bag right here. It's crucial to finish these races, and so he has, and getting some good points. So here are the standings. We've got Hyperdex with 94 points. Mini Cheddars only 3 points behind in his Force India in 91. Tom 97 Fine Track with 66 points in 3rd. Cal HD in 64 points in 4th, only 2 points behind. Myself in 5th, Boss 96 in 6th, Owen in 7th, Little Paul in 8th, Snoop Markey in 9th, Neek in 10th, Ricky Muse in 11th, Mickey Motions in 12th, Right Box in 13th, Chaz in 14th, JYY in 15th, and Anton the Beast HD in 16th with no points so far. And it's very close between 1 and 2, it's very close between 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 9, 10, 11, and really 12 and 13. So we've got battles all the way down the field, and we've got 5 races left, so it's going to be very, very close indeed for the championship. So we've got two-way battles all the way down the field, really, and it's going to be interesting, as we've only got 5 rounds, as I've said, left. And the next race is going to be a very, very interesting one, as it's crucial that people finish ahead of certain people. I've got to finish ahead of Boss. Cal is going to try and finish ahead of me and Tom again. Mini Cheddars has got to keep on racking up those points and catching up Hyperdex, as Hyperdex did get a good lead at the start after some bad luck from Mini Cheddars. And even the bottom guys are really making a good fight for themselves as they're picking up the points, especially Ricky Muse really getting up there against Neek FR12. So let's look at the constructors standings. We've got Caterham leading the way with 108 points. Force India close behind in 93, so that's going to be another two-way horse battle for first place, as Ryan L83 would like to say. We've got Lotus, Mercedes and Ferrari all battling for 3rd place. They're very close indeed. And Red Bull, McLaren and Marussia fighting for 6th place. So it's all very, very close indeed. That's pretty much the motto of this league. We've got 10 races, a 10-race season, so that's going to always ensure some close racing here, and with a 50% race, that's always going to happen. So I think Force India could do it, but Mini Cheddars is going to need his teammate to help him a bit, as Caterham have got a good solid foundation there with Hyperdex and Snoop Markey. Lotus struggling a bit without Right Box's help with Cal. Mercedes doing it on themselves with Tom 97 Weintraub racking up all the points. Ferrari, a nice mix there between myself and Neek. Red Bull, Boss is pretty much bringing all the points, actually all the points indeed. McLaren, a nice split between them, and Marussia about half and half as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that highlights reel. The next race will be at Germany at Hockenheim. It's going to be a very close race indeed, and I think that's going to be a very interesting race, as that's many people can be fast around Hockenheim. It's not too tricky to be fast around there, so I think it'll be very close indeed, maybe even closer than Korea and Canada. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this highlights reel. Give it a like if you did. Comment below, subscribe on you for weekly F1. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, comment below on what you think I can improve on. There's always stuff to improve on, even if you don't think so. Just try to think of something maybe and comment that below. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I've been aarava, and we'll see you guys next time.